elementary school classroom in a slum. Stephen Spender. The poet of this poem is Stephen Spender. He was an English poet, novelist, and essayist who concentrated on themes of social justice and the class struggle in his work. This poem is about social inequalities. The poet wants to draw the attention of everyone towards the students of an elementary school situated in a slum area so that their life can be improved and they may get trained to become good citizens. Have you ever visited or seen an elementary school in a slum? What does it look like? An elementary school classroom in a slum. Far, far from gusty ways, these children's faces, like rootless weeds, the hair toned round their collar. The tall girl with her weighed down head, the pepper-seeming boy with rat's eyes, the stunted, unlucky hair of twisted bones, reciting a father's gnarled disease. His lesson from his desk, at back of the dim class, one unnoted, sweet and young. His eyes live in a dream of squirrels game in a tree room. Other than this, on sour cream walls, donations. Shakespeare's head, cloudless at dawn, civilized dome riding all cities. Ballad, flowery, tireless valley. Open-handed map awarding the world its world, and yet for these children, these windows, not this map, their world, were all their futures painted with a fog, a narrow street sealed in with a lead sky, far, far from rivers, capes, and stars of words. Surely, Shakespeare is weak. The map a bad example, with sheep and sun, and love tempting them to steal for lives that slowly turn in their cramped holes, from fog to endless night. On their slag heap, these children wear skins peeped through by bones and spectacles of steel with mended glass, like bottle bites on stones. All of their time and space are foggy slum, so bloat their maps with slums as big as doom, unless governor, inspector, visitor, this map becomes their window, and these windows that shut open their lives like catacombs. Break, oh break, open till they break the down, and show the children to green fields, and make their world run azure on gold sands, and let their tongues run naked into books, the white and green leaves open, history theirs whose language is the sun. The children staying in slums have a life full of struggle and lack hope and optimism. They are far away from the velvety world outside. They lack those amenities which are available to privileged people. They are as unwanted as the rootless weed. They can only wish for the velvety and comfortable life of the world outside. These children have no hope on their faces. Their faces are tousled and dirty. Their hair is scattered untidily around their pale faces. They lack stability. The tall girl is sitting with her head down because she is depressed and overdeveloped with poverty. There is a boy who is as lean and thin as paper. His miserable underdeveloped body, with eyes bulging out like rat, reflects the greed he has felt for an eternity. His growth is blocked, and the body appears underdeveloped and malnourished. He is an unfortunate heir who has inherited the twisted bones of his father. He is not reciting a lesson from his desk, but is enumerating the diseases inherited from his father. At the back of that unlit classroom is a sweet young boy who goes unnoticed. Dreams seem to be alive in his eyes. His eyes have that spark of dreams to be part of that world outside the classroom. He dreams of squirrels playing games in the hollow of the tree. His dreams are of the places other than his repulsive classroom. He is lost in his imagination, creating his own fantasy world where he plays like a squirrel in its tree room. He is not interested in the monotonous environment of the classroom. The poet depicts the critical condition of the pale and dingy yellow walls of the classroom. He compares the color of the walls to sour cream. The classroom has a picture of Shakespeare which was probably donated. The poet further compares the gifts given as donations and the picture of Shakespeare hung on the unpleasant creamy walls, depicting dejection. To them, they are of no use. Shakespeare and literature have no place in their lives. There is also a picture of a clear sky hung on the classroom walls which depicts dawn and a beautiful Tyrolese valley, which indicates beauty and hope, with its bells and colorful flowers representing the world that celebrates civilization, progress, and heavenly splendor. There is also a world map hung on the wall which is of no use to them, as their world is narrow and stuck in the boundaries of poverty and misery. Their future is shaky, dark, and foggy. Their world is confined within the narrow streets of the slum, enclosed by the bullish grey sky. They are far away from rivers, seas that resembles adventure, excitement, and beauty, as well as from the stars that symbolize wisdom that can brighten their future. The poet feels that Shakespeare is wicked as he is misleading those naive children through his words portraying the world of ships, sun, and love, which is not only unreal for them, but it has a negative impact on their minds. He feels that this would instigate them to steal or take unfair means as they desperately make attempts to escape from their cramped holes. Their existence is indeed very sad. These deprived children are so skinny that it appears that they are wearing skins. The spectacles they are wearing have glass which has been broken and mended. Their entire appearance reflects their misery and deprivation. The poet shows his indignation by suggesting that the maps on the classroom walls should show the reality of their life. It must show the huge slums instead of beautiful scenic graphics. The poet tries to appease and appeal to the teachers, governor, inspector, and visitor to become aware and sensitive and do something to improve the condition of these deprived children. They must try to align the world and transform their map unlike the map of children with amenities. The poet hopes that the bureaucrats and authorities understand their moral responsibilities and free these deprived ones from traps of their graves, that is, a metaphor for the slum. He wants all the barriers that keep them away from achieving the true education to be broken down. They should be given an opportunity to come out of their narrow and shabby lands and extend to the blue sky and waves rising over the golden sands. The children must be given the freedom to experience the wholesome bounties of nature's fields. These deprived children must be taught to express themselves freely. He wishes that all distinctions that separate them from merging with the outside world be removed from their lives and that they too may have hope of a better, more secure future.